Lowry. We have breaking news tonight. Did you know that?
I did know that we had breaking news. I mean, the nut job that I am, it just apparently it came upon me and I had an epiphany. We're going to
Uh
do a special show tonight.
huh. Yes. Well, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do our countdown. That'll give some people time to go ahead and join in. And then we're coming straight back into our breaking news. And you can kind of see the alert scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. So we're going to our 2 minute countdown. As usual, folks, we'll be right back. Trust me, you need some popcorn. And we're going to discuss why David Montgomery watches Deadpool.
And maybe even a stiff drink.
Maybe a stiff drink for this one. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes, folks. Y'all stay tuned, tag your friends, share it out, do all that kind of good stuff. We will be right back. We are back. And as you can see with the cool graphics, we have some breaking news to share tonight. And we're not going to beat around the bush very much and get straight into it.
So, so is this going to be like the breaking news, like on regular media and all that stuff that always leads you up to the horse trough and then blah, nothing?
No, this is actually much better than that. And we even get to watch a clip of a movie. Hmm. See, we're going to do even more entertainment tonight.
So, if everybody has been following, I mean, and most of our viewers, this is BossierWatch, and you've been following the events that are unfolding in Bossier City. Well, as you know, we talked about it last night in our show, that today was the big day due to a technical error. The minutes or the meeting announcement was incorrect, so they had to postpone it till today. Well, the big thing about today was going to be that Amanda Nottingham was going to get nominated to be the CAO,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So, and one of my fans that accused me of being a nut job is suddenly messaging me. But I
Oh,
would assume
surely nobody would accuse you of being a nut job. Surely
I
not.
would I would assume since she thinks I'm a nut job, she therefore doesn't think that the First Amendment's important. She probably doesn't think the Second Amendment's important. I wonder what other amendments of the Constitution she probably doesn't believe in. But anyway,
Well, all right. So while we're doing that, I'm going to double check audio because I've got two people that are reporting that we have low audio. So let me check this real quick and see what we've got. No, our audio is definitely loud. I'm listening on my phone, folks. And I'm sure y'all probably get a little echo there. So for those of you that said you can't hear, going to be on your end. Duke, say something to me.
I am talking to you right here.
Okay, your audio is not up. That's what the problem is.
Well, you got me turned up now?
I've got you turned up. Yep, there you go. Okay, got you. All right, back to our breaking news. So the setup is Amanda Nottingham was put up for nomination today. There was some discussion about that, but the more interesting thing in the breaking news is one of the comments that was made with what we generally refer to as a hot mic. In other words, I don't think the person realized that their mic was still hot. Do you?
Well, I mean, obviously they realized that the mic was still hot, but I think they may have made a mistake. And, I guess all that years of experience came back to haunt them, and they got caught. But I think they may have made a mistake.
That very well may be true. So, folks, why don't we just go ahead and let's go right into it. Let's see. We got 69 people watching. So, folks, 20-second warning here. We're about to roll some video. So, if you have some friends or need somebody to watch and hear this that's interested in what's going on at the city council, we kind of teased it out as violence. We're not kidding. I mean, Duke, this would be a horrible way to die.
Now, now we're saying, we put out there that the city council of Bossier City is threatening violence against people.
Well, right? Here's the thing. They had face masks on, so I can't say 100% who made this comment. I can only say it with about 98, 99% certainty. So that's why we put it out there. And yeah, we're doing a little bit of dramatic effect, but you're going to see in a second, we're not kidding very much.
So are we going to show the animated or the live real deal and then play it at real speed, then crank the volume up so everybody watching can hear it, see it for their own eyes? How are we going to do it?
Well, what I'm going to do is I've got the clip, and to be clear, I have boosted the audio just to bring it up a little bit, but you can go to the Bossier City Council YouTube channel right now and click on the meeting from today, and started around the 35-minute mark. It's actually a little after that. It's right as Amanda Nottingham kind of walks up to the stage after David Montgomery is basically demanding that the marshal take care of, well, the same guy that he threatened here, or appeared to threaten. So I'm adjusting our situation here a little bit technically. All right. So anyway, let's go into it. So here we go, folks. We're up to 79, almost 80 people. Fire in the hole.
Fire away.
The subject matter of the resolution was posted within the required time, and therefore it is my opinion that it is absolutely valid and legal for the council to take this action.
Thank you.
So this is the lead up to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the city attorney, not the judge.
Sir, Mr. Marshall.
I'll be happy to leave.
So, of course, David and John Settle are getting into it again.
All right, Phyllis,
We have a motion by Mr. Montgomery.
go ahead, Amanda, come on, please.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a damn voting.
I'd first like to thank
I can barely do this with a straight face.
I appreciate
You gotta
each one of
play
the
it
council
again.
members
Hold on.
for taking time to meet with me and also for your confidence.
Go ahead, Amanda, come on, please.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a damn voting.
You're about to be killed by his voting. Well, you're gonna die in 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, folks. I couldn't resist.
The dawn of Bossier City. Who knew? I mean, holes in the desert and concrete is out. That's so old school. I mean, we're doing Zambonis in Bossier now.
Yeah, and just one more time for those in the back row.
Amanda, come on, please.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a Zamboni.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni, or you're gonna die in 5 minutes.
I cannot do this with a straight face. I'm sorry, folks. Now, look, in all seriousness, David Montgomery's office is right next door to John Settles. Does David have a Zamboni sitting there? Does he have like a hockey rink or ice skating rink we don't know about? I don't know. That would be a horrible, slow, painful death.
I gotta know, what are the comments? Does anybody not find that shocking and amazing?
This is a breaking news deal, literally breaking news. This is still, as of a couple of minutes ago when I checked, it's still on the YouTube channel for the Bossier City Council. The title of it is Bossier City Council Regular Meeting, September 8, 2021. The only thing I did was slightly elevate the audio, but you can hear it plain as day if you just go listen to their YouTube channel. Start around the 35-minute mark. I mean, watch the whole meeting. They were even discussing John Settles' hat. I mean, this was crazy.
Who knew David Montgomery would bring us into the future with death by Zamboni?
You know, I figured good old boys, orange Charger car racing through the city. I did not figure David Montgomery on a Zamboni. As a matter of fact, we got to play that one more time. Folks, we're at 91 people. We're going to do this one more time only because I've been laughing my butt off all afternoon. So here we go, one more. I can't stand it, dude.
David Zamboni Montgomery, Tony Thornton says.
There we go.
The subject matter of the resolution was posted within the required time, and therefore, it is my opinion that it is absolutely valid and legal for the council to take this action.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a city attorney, not a judge.
Sir, Mr. Marshall,
I'll be happy to leave.
Poor Amanda.
We're,
We have a motion by Mr. Montgomery.
go ahead, Amanda, come on, please.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a Zamboni.
I'd first like to thank Mayor Chandler for the nomination, and I appreciate each one of the council members for taking time to meet with me and also for your confidence.
Go ahead, Amanda, come on, please.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a Zamboni.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni, or you're gonna die in 5 minutes.
The last I checked,
Alright.
the Cat in the Hat he was a journalist. He owns a newspaper, and I think Bossier City recognizes him as being media. I mean, isn't there some kind of document that says something about the media and
Freedom of speech. I don't know. Some documents, a bunch of old guys with wigs apparently signed a while back. I don't know.
I think it might have been the very first thing.
I don't think they envisioned being run over by a Zamboni, though.
Maybe we can get some constitutional attorney to explain the First Amendment of the Constitution to us and freedom of the press, not death by Zamboni. I don't think it says that anywhere, especially by a city government.
So, folks, you've heard us say over and over and over about the Good Old Boys Network and how this works around here. I can promise you, though, that comment about the Zamboni is not the only comment that is made off mic about things like this. And for the folks, we got a couple of people saying they're having issues with their internet connection. We will. You can go back and play this later. I'm going to share, Matt Barnell. Yes, I'm going to share that clip out just as a standalone post as well, and share it and share it wide.
Look,
It was a public meeting.
look, there's a comment in there. Michael Ferris says the city council chamber slippery as hell in there.
I guess if David jumps up on his Zamboni, all John Settle will have to do is kind of jump up on the little first step right there and get out of the way of the Zamboni. And, you know, I didn't share the whole thing because David was just yelling for the marshal just prior to that to escort John out of there. I don't know if you realize that or not. Let me ad lib for a second. Let me pull this other clip up.
Now the Don of Bossier, you know, who has invented the new way of death by Bossier City Council. I mean, the Don of Bossier is actually not who started all this.
Really? So who actually started all this?
Well, I think, I mean, my phone started blowing up, and I still, right now, have not been able to watch the whole council meeting. But I did catch the part where Councilman Darby was going on about seconds. Apparently, I guess there was some dialogue that you know, the Cat in the Hat had,
Right.
and within, you know, and talked about lackeys, and he was specifically talking about Settle, journalist Settle. He's not a lawyer anymore. He's a journalist, right?
Yeah, all right. So bear with me. I'm going to switch us over to a video segment, and then I'm going to pause this. So hold on just a second. So I've got the whole meeting here. All right. Let me see if we can find that Darby segment because it was actually pretty good. Honestly, I'm not really sure at what point it was in the meeting. Let's see.
Yeah, we may lose everybody trying to find it, but actually Darby had a resolution, you know, that he was putting in there to change to where you couldn't have contracts initiated within 1 year, I guess, of the election of a new mayor or something like that.
Right.
And it was all about Manchac. Incidentally, everybody voted in favor of it, which was interesting. But then for some reason, Darby goes off to talking about seconds, you know, and the thing is down there in Bossier, especially, you know, the Don of Bossier, you know, point of order. I didn't hear anybody making a point of order on Darby's going on trying to give an education lesson on, you know, when and why somebody doesn't make a second. But when he was there about the second, you know, an interesting thought I had was why was there never, if that's just the way the procedure goes to advance the debate on the subject, why was there never a second on Shane Cheatham?
I agree. There was some confusing stuff. And yeah, we'll spend some more time on this next Tuesday and kind of really analyze this. I think I've got it queued up to this point here. So hold on 1 second. Let me hit play right here. So this is before the Zamboni threat. So hold on.
Mr. Settle, that amendments are made in the regular course of business to propose resolutions and agendas. So the subject matter of the resolution was posted within the required time, and therefore it is my opinion that it is absolutely valid and legal for the council to take this action.
Now, watch David here in just a second.
Sir, Mr. Marshall.
He almost said point of order. He wanted to say point of order.
He got that finger put up there. I mean, the king is speaking.
And he couldn't get the marshal to do anything, so his first thought was, I'm going to get my Zamboni and run over that son of a bitch.
Where is my Zamboni when I need it? I mean, he's sitting there thinking about it. I mean, who brings up a Zamboni? We're in Louisiana. It's 100 freaking degrees.
Well, I was pretty sure of what I heard, but remember I called you and said, hey, I need you to go back and listen to this and make sure I heard it correctly, because I would have never thought that somebody was going to bring up a Zamboni.
Can you identify any other movie, circumstance, or wherever where somebody was run over by a Zamboni and what was the outcome?
Only in Deadpool. And I think the guy ended up dead. If I remember the movie, I'm going back to watch Deadpool tonight. Full
think it was
disclosure, folks, don't watch that movie if you have young children because, well, you just don't want to do it.
I think it resulted in a bloody pile of goo on the floor, and I mean that had to be what he was envisioning. I don't know. I didn't know David Montgomery's mind went that far, but
Well, and in further breaking news, after the Zamboni incident, they did adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Amanda Nottingham as the interim chief administrative officer for the city of Bossier. Voted 6-4, 0 against. Now, to be clear, I believe they had voted on an amendment earlier to actually remove the interim chief administrative officer and make her the full-time or full chief administrative officer for the city of Bossier. And, correct me if I'm wrong, Duke, I believe that there was an amendment offered up to increase the salary rate to that of the previous CAO.
yeah, and that begs the question why. I mean, and the numbers, as I understand it, was that she was put up at $70,000. Well, why was she put up at $70,000 when the previous CAOs had $90,000?
I'm a chauvinist. I'm sorry. What did I say?
I mean, what? I don't know. What gives there?
I'm sure it was just an honest mistake, Duke. Surely.
I mean, not many people probably caught that, but I
Right.
did catch that. I mean,
Right.
that little and did you know, Rex? We gotta watch the video. There was another off mic hot comment that we haven't put up here yet regarding whiskey.
Really?
Apparently the Bossier City Council and something about drinking and whiskey. I mean, I like where they're going. I think that might solve some of their problems.
Kind of relax them a little bit.
They might need to medicate some of their other council
Well,
members.
and I would argue the mayor certainly needs it. I don't know about him, but if I get a few drinks in me, I grow 7 foot tall and bulletproof, and I'm nowhere near 7 foot tall, and I'm certainly not bulletproof. So maybe they need a few drinks up there.
And to think, one of my fans said I was the nut job. I mean, I'm not trying to run nobody down on a Zamboni, but I'm the nut job.
There are better ways I've heard there are better ways to take care of somebody than running them over with a Zamboni. I just, that is so much fun to say. I almost can't stand it. And folks, we appreciate y'all watching. We're up to 97 people watching now. I'm trying to scroll through the comments here real quick as we can.
I think one more time we gotta play the video again. Let it sink in. Let y'all feel.
Yeah, for the additional people that have joined, folks, I got to run through this video one more time. It's 3 minutes of just pure local government entertainment. So bear with us. I'm going to roll that video one more time. Well, I think I am. Maybe I'm not. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Source video file. Here we go.
So
The subject matter of the resolution was posted within the required time, and therefore, it is my opinion that it is absolutely valid and legal for the council to take this action.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the city attorney, not the judge.
Sir, Mr. Marshall,
I'll be happy to leave.
Mr. Marshall.
who said he's got to stop
All
that?
right, Phyllis, we're
I'm not positive.
a
It
motion
sounded
by
like
Mr.
Chris
Montgomery.
Smith. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Chris will chime in and let us know.
that's right.
There's gonna be a time when I'm gonna run that son of a bitch over with a Zamboni.
I'd first like to thank Mayor Chandler for the nomination, and I appreciate each one of the council members.
You know, it
Time.
goes right from running over that son of a bitch with a Zamboni into sweet school teacher Amanda Nottingham. Just right into it. Wow.
Are they going to get her to source the Zamboni? I mean, is she going to have to source that out for them now?
I don't know. Shane Cheatham just commented, are we bringing hockey back to Bossier? All this Zamboni talk. Shane, I would argue that would be more entertaining than hockey itself, although I like to go see the Mudbugs, but that might get us a crowd. So hold on, here we go.
We
For
gotta
taking
take-
time to meet with me and also for your confidence.
Go ahead, Amanda, come on, please.
Taking time for working on their Zamboni. I'm just wondering who's going to second the motion to pay for the Zamboni.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni. Or you're gonna die in 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go again. John Settle, if you happen to watch this later on, I hope you see the humor in that last clip. All right, folks, y'all keep commenting. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. We got some more first Bossier information that came in, including potential FBI stuff, car bombs, I don't know. But this right here takes the cake for tonight. So what do y'all think? I mean, you know, can we tolerate a city councilman that literally wants to run over a local former attorney, journalist with a Zamboni? I mean, just think of how violent that is.
I mean, death by Zamboni, I just can't imagine it. I mean, but I'm the nut job.
You're the nut job. Okay,
I'm
folks.
the nut job.
We appreciate all of y'all watching. Duke, you got anything else for tonight? This is the breaking news, so it's kind of an abbreviated thing. I want everybody to pay attention to our alert. Watch out for a silver Zamboni. They only do a couple of miles an hour, so it might impede traffic. But if it's heading over towards John Settle's office, which is over around Benton Road, then somebody alert the Bossier PD.
Well, I'm thinking Sobo better watch out for that Zamboni as well too. I mean, y'all are in the crosshairs down there as well.
Montgomery's probably got access to more than one Zamboni.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
All right, folks. Hey, we appreciate all y'all watching this. Tag your friends, share it out. I'm going to post the clip of the meeting with the Zamboni stuff in it here in a few minutes on BossierWatch. Share that out. I really don't know what to say, except y'all got to be at these meetings. You never know what's going to happen.
And we here at Nut Job Central, again, we appreciate y'all's viewership and help us like our page and to share this information out. We don't care how batshit crazy people think we are. We're going to continue to put it out. This is citizen journalism, and I just hope that we don't get run down by Zamboni too, like John said.
I hope we don't either. Hey, y'all tune in tomorrow night on the Louisiana Watch page. We'll share it over on BossierWatch too, because we got some stuff coming up on Louisiana Watch tomorrow night. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good evening, folks.
Good night.